1 year, 8 months, 26 days, and she's done. She's finally done. Built, finished, MOT'd, road legal. My restoration has come to an end. Ah, oh, what a journey. It's such a relief to get the bike done. Right, I know it's not an award ceremony, okay, but this has been a long journey, and it's meant like a hell of a lot to me on so many different levels. So I just want to say thank you to a couple of people and just acknowledge them just because I want to, and I feel that I really should. Firstly, my wife, amazing. Honestly, go up to your partner now and say, I want to take out a loan to buy a motorbike and then spend thousands of pounds on it. And when I'm finished, it'll be worth about half the amount of what I've spent. See what they say. That's pretty much what I said to my wife. And she just said, go for it. She just said it's meant to be. Everything, me wanting to restore a bike, the Adam Riemann video coming out, 2 days later going into work and finding out that one of these was for sale through somebody I knew, and then my dad offering to loan me the money, just all within the space of like 2-3 days. Was she just said it's just meant to be. So yeah, been so supportive all the way through as well. So just, yeah, cheers, hun. Mihai, oh mate, a guy called Mihai lives in Romania, bought an RDO3 same week that I bought mine, and we've been chatting to each other on Facebook for the last sort of 20-21 months, constantly chatting to each other, bouncing off ideas, watching each other's builds progress. And it's been brilliant. It's been really good, and I know that one day we will get to meet up. Either I'll ride out to Romania or we'll meet halfway in Europe, something like that. But his bike, oh wow, he finished it a couple of weeks before mine, and he hasn't had decals put on the bike. It's all been painted, and it is stunning. He actually had like a full engine rebuild as well, so his engine is like new, which is something I didn't do. But yeah, mate, your bike is stunning, and yeah, I can't wait to see it in the flesh. Steve Homer, oh dear, I met Steve. He was actually he kind of knows the former owner of the bike, so I've been chatting to him since the day I got the bike, pretty much, and we've become good mates. I've met a few other people through him, other RDO3 owners. We go out for rides all the time. Steve's pretty much my guru. We're at that point in our friendship where we call each other things like schnookums and honey bunch and sweet tits. Yeah, top bloke. I've had many great rides and beers and not beers really, just pizzas and days out on the bike. And he's been so much help. The amount of late night texts where it's like 11 o'clock at night and I'm on eBay and I'm not sure if a part will fit. And I just messaged him like, Steve, will this work? And he's just like, yes, it will, Dan. Fuck off, I'm trying to sleep, mate. Yeah, he's been brilliant. No end of help. And also Ian Grout. I don't know why on YouTube I always refer to Ian as my neighbour. He is my neighbour, but he's such a good friend. He really is a good guy. He picked the bike up for me in his van, gave me the advice on getting the bike running before I stripped it down, cleaned out the carbs, did all the bearings. It's just been absolute non-stop help. Helped me with where to go on the exhaust, the wheel building, everything. Just been such a great guy, and yeah, can't thank you enough, mate. Honestly, if it wasn't for Ian, I would probably still not even have the engine out the frame. I'm not even kidding. I would have probably given up by now because I just didn't know what I was doing, and he's been so helpful with it. So yeah, so I just want to say to basically all those people, and not only those, anyone that's ever helped you out, anyone that's ever taught you maintenance on your bike, stopped when you're broken down, run out of fuel, been lost, anything, all those basically the decent people in the world that make your life better. Cheers. Thank you. Right. So, you've all heard of the Warhorse. You've all heard of the Iron Horse. Well, Adam Riemann, my old son, time for you to step aside, because now it's time for the show pony. She is a goddamn show pony as well, and that's how she's going to remain for probably about a year. I did say that I wanted to take her off road the day that she was finished, but now it's all done, and with my dad passing away and it being his parting gift and everything, I just want to keep it just in really good condition for, at least a sort of 6 months a year. I don't want to ride it in the rain at the moment or salt, and that's the only bike I've ever been like that with. I mean, I will use it as it was intended, but just not yet. I want my family back in Kent and my friends that I've known since I was sort of 11, 12. I'd like them to see it as well. Um, like, in good condition. So yeah, the purists of you will know there's a few mistakes with the paintwork on it, just differences basically. The inside of the cowl is supposed to be black, but they left it white. To be honest, I don't actually mind that. I think it's quite bright and quite nice. They also forgot to do the white around the fuel cap, but I may just measure up off of Steve's bike and then get a bit of vinyl done for that. I'm not sure. I might just leave it, because the thing is as much as I want originality and fought for originality, it isn't original because it's been restored. And the fact is almost every bike, as soon as it's out of the showroom, it's no longer original. People make their own changes. I mean, my wife's Trans Alp, that's not original. That's got so many aftermarket parts on it and differences. So, this is my bike. This is my little mark on it. It's my build. It's my restoration. And I absolutely love it. I really do. The last couple of days when I've been out, I've just looked at this and just thought, I cannot believe that is mine. I cannot believe that is my bike. It's weird. It's weird to feel like that. I haven't felt like that for a long time over a bike. And not since probably my TL1000R, which I absolutely loved and adored back in the day. But yeah, I must admit, I did know what Adam Reamer meant about the engine purring, right? Because I've had V-twins before and old V-twins, but it does. This engine absolutely purrs. It does not miss a beat. And oddly, the fueling, and people don't believe me when I say this, the fueling on this is smoother and more enjoyable than on my CRF 1100. My CRF 1100 is a better bike in every way in terms of, it's much quicker, much more responsive. It's a modern bike, but this is just, when you're at low speed in second gear on my CRF 11, it's awful. The fueling is awful. It's like the throttle is being controlled by a light switch that's been operated or played with by a 5-year-old. Whereas with this, it's just smooth. It doesn't matter what speed, what rev, what gear. It just doesn't miss a beat. It's absolutely lovely to ride. The tyres, the TKC80s, the previous owner bought those and did about 7 miles on them, which is why I kept them. I mean, you can see they've still got, they literally are brand new, which is why I kept them. I've got to be honest, I absolutely hate these on road. That it's bizarre. It makes the front give off this weird, vague feeling. And I've double checked everything. It's not the bike. It's definitely not the bike. Yeah. I mean, oddly, they feel okay when they're banked in, when you're sort of turning in and pushing the bike around the corner. They feel fine, but in a straight line, they just feel horrible. So I cannot wait to get rid of those and get the TKC 70 rocks, which is what I love. I absolutely love those tyres for the road, and I'm not going to be taking this off road really for a little while. So I just want to get these worn out and changed as quickly as possible. The Arrow exhaust, baffle in. Yeah, I have now put in my racing earplugs instead of my normal ones. It's not massively loud. It's just at 3,500 RPM. It's the tone or the note. It goes through my head like, if you get on an aeroplane and there is a screaming kid, like a screaming baby, and at first you're kind of like, oh bless, oh bless them, that's quite sweet. Then after about an hour and a half, you sat there with like an eye twitch, thinking, how bad is it if I kill a baby? That's what that exhaust is like after about an hour and a half. So I've upgraded to the like I say, the racing earplugs, and yeah, it's beautiful now. It doesn't go through my head like it was. But yeah, I just can't explain how happy I am with it. Um, just such a mixture of emotions, of relief, a lot of relief as well, that I don't have to worry anymore with getting parts and everything. Um, and then yeah, just obviously like losing my dad and him not being here to see it is yeah, makes me sad. Does make me sad, but it's out of my control. My dad always said, you know, don't ever get upset or angry about something that's out of your control, because it's pointless, and it's true. It is true. Um, but yeah, it's crazy. I went to Bridge Motorcycles. I met Steve and a guy called Mark, who's got a stunning RD03. It's completely original. I'm not kidding. When I look in the mirror, it looks like that bike, as in it's gleaming, but it's completely original. It's always been garaged. He's had it about 11 years, and I think it was garaged all its life, to be honest. So the three of us went to Bridge Motorcycles in Exeter and pulled up and parked up next to each other. I'm going to put that as the thumbnail. Yeah, we parked up next to each other outside Bridge, and yeah, they looked absolutely stunning. And the amount of people that came over and spoke to us, and everywhere we went, people were just chatting to us and asking about the bikes. I went to Jolly's as well for a quick coffee, and a lady asked me, "Is that a real F-Reg?" I think she thought it was a new bike with an old plate on it. But yeah, I just had so many comments. One guy at Jolly's as well, as we pulled in, he was just like, ah, and he came up and spoke to us. He had an RD07 as his first bike. And like most people do with their first bikes, he sold it because it wasn't quick enough. He wanted more power. And everyone said to him, "You'll regret it." And he's like, "No, no, no." And he said, looking at those bikes, "I really want one. I really want one again." So, yeah, just so many brilliant comments. Um, so, yeah. And thank you so much, everybody who's watched these videos and followed the build. It really has meant a lot to me. I know the videos haven't done well, but to be honest, I never expected them to. It doesn't bother me. It's like I've said before, it's kind of partly for me, and just help other people out and hopefully inspire other people to. Sorry, I'm just going to put the camera down there. Hopefully inspire other people to do a build. Getting old, can I sit down? Yeah, because if you are thinking about it, please do. It is a long road and it is expensive, but those things are so minor. I mean, what else are you going to spend your money on? Like pension, savings, your kids? That'd be stupid. Come on. So honestly, please, yeah, if you can do it, or if your bike just needs, you know, a good clean up, whatever, it's so worth doing. These sort of bikes have just got to be, they've got to be kept in existence, as have all classic bikes, or even modern bikes. You know, you need the old stuff. They're so good to look back on and reminisce, and they're just still so lovely to ride. Honestly, I cannot believe this seat. I know it's a new seat cover, and I bought a pre-owned seat base because my one had melted in a previous fire. But the actual padding is the original padding, so that's done 45,000 miles, whatever, 70,000 kilometers, and it's like sitting on a sofa. It is the most comfortable seat I've ever known on a bike. It is lovely. So yeah, sorry to waffle on. Just such a mixture of emotions. I should admit this. When I had the MOT done, it's really bizarre. I had the MOT done, and Matt handed me over the pass certificate, and it was just everything. It was just like overwhelming, and I went outside because I just needed a moment to myself. And it's so bizarre where this bike shop is. it's just like in a residential road with a little residential road and then a park. So it's not a town. There's no like people and hustle and bustle. And this random old guy just came up onto the park, pulled out a saxophone, and played "Oh What a Beautiful Morning." And yeah, it's bizarre. Um, the last time my dad visited my sister, he told her about my rebuild and said that he wished the day it was finished he could ride along, ride by my side, basically, ride next to me on his Goldwing, and that just came into my head. And yeah, I'm going now, but it's so bad. I just had to go outside of the garage and just fucking find somewhere on my own. And I just sort of crouched down the back up against the wall and just sobbed, absolutely sobbed. And I shouldn't admit that, but just everything, just like all the work, the memories, people I've met, and just yeah, my dad. It's just absolutely crazy. So yeah, it's bizarre. You know, it's nuts and bolts and plastic, as people always say, but it's not. You know, there are some vehicles. Doesn't matter if they're a bike, a car, truck, tractor. There are some vehicles that you just grow such an emotional attachment to, and Jesus, yeah, this is one for me. It's the one. So I always planned the day I saw old Riemann christen his Warhorse. I always planned on doing a like a sort of tongue-in-cheek tribute piss take, and I always planned on doing it with water because I didn't want to stain the exhaust. But I'm going to be doing it with yeah, sincerity. It's my dad's favourite drink, Scotch lemonade. So, as parting gifts go, Dad, what a good one. What a good one. Yeah, love you and I miss you every day, pal. Every fucking day. Right, that's me. Thank you so much, everyone. Sorry to be emotional, but it's just me. I can't help it, especially right now. Besides, I've got to go and clean all this shit off, you know. That's another question. Who the hell drinks scotch and lemonade? Jesus. Oh, awful. Right. Cheers, everyone. I will try and get myself a action camera and try and get some footage of me riding it. And yeah, I hope to see you all soon. You take care of yourselves and yeah, get out there and enjoy your bikes. Thank you.